What's going on, guys? If I look horrible today, it's because I once again procrastinated on recording, and I apologize. Anyhow, I want to start doing some videos on cryptids, so doing the same thing I did with TikTok the other day, I just searched the very simple word cryptid, and I probably honestly misspelled it. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks wrong. Does anybody else just like look at things they wrote and be like, is that how it's spelled? Well, now I have to double check myself. Okay, I'm not stupid. I just thought I was. Any hoozle. So we're gonna see how stupid the first TikToks about cryptids are, or how good they are. So let's go. Let's jump in. Let's see what we got. Let's see what they got.
Jump. Come on, get in here with us. You'll have to jump. Jump. This is too high. Dude, if you don't jump, it's going to get you. You have to jump.
I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit here. There we go. That should be better. Yeah, he moved. I unpaused for like a second. But I think you guys missed his scream, which is sad, so we're gonna...
You have to jump.
I feel like this is gonna fall in the category of videos that I like to call guy is scared of something, but we never find out what.
Come on, Tom. Oh, swim, man. Swim, Tom. Swim. Swim. Oh my God, did you see it? No. No, we've not seen it.
Yeah, that's what he does sound like. I was trying to pinpoint what the voice sounded like, but I couldn't.
Dude, what is... Oh my gosh, dude, did you see that? Thank God you're too fat. It's the same thing we've been seeing. Let's get out of here. Let's find out what that thing was. Dude, it's right up there, look. Hurry, man. I'm trying to go, like, right now.
This is always a fun thing to me when like people jump in water because they're scared, like black water in the middle of the night. I've seen a few videos that have this kind of scenario. And it's like, to me, we are land creatures and you're scared of something on the land in the middle of the night, so you jump into water where you have the disadvantage against anything that's there in the middle of the night. I get it. Like, I do get it. I fully support your actions. It's just always a weird thing to me to think about.
Now. There it is. Did you see it? Do you see it?
A light.
Dude, if we get this on camera... there it is.
Lights.
Dude, why does he keep chasing us? I don't know. Oh my goodness. That is... Oh my gosh.
Well, you see an outline.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh! What the heck? It's chasing the boat, Tom! Go! Oh my goodness. Go!
Okay, so in case you missed part one, a group of friends were camping in the woods when they came across this creature.
So it's got red eyes.
Hey Tom? Guys? What? Oh my god. What is that?
All right. So here's my thing about this one. If there's a creature living in the woods that has glowing red eyes all the time, that would 100% be found. Like, that'd be real or obvious, right? But like, if it can turn them on and off, that's weird. But like, hey, I'm here for it, I guess.
That's it. Oh my gosh. I don't know.
So I mean, you can kind of see the outline of something there. Okay, you see it for a second. Kind of looks like a mushroom creature? Zombie monster?
Some kind of cryptid. Please explain.
What is it, dude?
It kind of just looked like a person to me, if we're being completely honest there. Wearing glasses that light up. I mean, it chased them all this way. This is the part where logic and reasoning take over, right? So, scary creature in the night chased them all this way just to run past them. That is 44 flavors of stupid. If it was just the jumping off the cliff part, that'd be more realistic. But including this part at the end where it runs past them, all logic and reasoning's off the table now. So stupid.
Well, that ain't good.
I was tagged in that video, and at first it didn't strike me as anything unusual. Maybe it's an
Oh, hey, this is Twilight Emporium. I know this guy.
Maybe the conductor was just ducked down or hiding. I don't know. But speaking of hiding, what the frick was this? In the back of the caboose, on all fours as the train goes by, it appears to be a pale humanoid. Unfortunately, since this is a stitch, I can't upload the video and play it again for you. I do actually have it in slow motion, but is that the conductor? Watch it again and let me know what you think.
Well, that ain't good.
Well, the conductor would be in the back, right? I kind of want to, watch this original video.
Oh boy. What,
I want to know what this area is. This is a really weird area.
that ain't good.
That is a weird looking train.
Don't know who's running that, but I mean, yeah, okay. Well, that ain't good.
I was tagged in that video, and at first...
What is it, dude? What is it?
Oh, I need to get back to where I was originally. Here we go.
So you know how they're constantly telling you on TikTok to not look in the trees? Well, this is one of the reasons why. But before I tell you, hi, my name is Ashley and I talk about crime, creepy, and beautiful stories. So if you're into that, check out my TikTok and YouTube. The links are in my bio. So Appalachia is known for having dozens of cryptids and even more creepy stories about what happens out in the woods. It takes up quite a large portion of the United States and even crosses into Canada.
Wait, this is something that always messes with me when we're talking about like cryptids and modern day cryptids. It's like they choose to live in an area of very low population. So I live in this area right here. So a lot of these tales of cryptids really reach in, and like the fear really comes over to us of like people being scared of it. And it's like I think we live on that brink of like we aren't, I don't know. There's a lot of people that are very, very scared of the cryptids, but also we don't talk about it like in a we're gonna get killed by a way, but like we don't mess around with them, they're cryptids kind of way. But like, why in the modern world would like an animal live in a place where its food is very rare and scarce, and somebody would notice if even a little bit of it went missing? Whereas if it lived in a place like New York, a shapeshifter, say, way more people to shapeshift into, homeless people that very few people would notice went missing. I mean, it just seems odd. I understand, like, people go missing in the woods and all of those kind of things, but I get there's more places to hide to some degree. I just feel like it would be just as easy to blend in the city as it would the forest, if not almost easier. I mean, we have so many forests around here, and it's like if something happens in those woods, man, like everybody in town hears about it. If somebody in town went missing, everybody's gonna know. Whereas if a homeless person in the city goes missing, you know.
Canada. One of the reasons they're telling you to not look into trees is because of these guys. They're called devil monkeys.
Now, see, these kind of things that don't have a lot of intelligence, fully there for it.
They're described to look very much like a primate, but they're also said to have a very unusual snout. It almost resembles something like a dog. They're also said to stand somewhere between 5 and 8 feet tall, and they switch from walking on all fours to jumping.
So are these intelligent?
They're said to be extremely aggressive.
It's kind of like the thing from the last video, though, didn't it?
Is because that's where they hide. They're said to camouflage, but according to locals, you can see the trees moving on their own, almost as if there were some sort of monkey swinging.
All right, so it's kind of weird to say, but like There was this happened to me one day where I had no other trees moving, completely still, but I had one tree that was just branches here and there were just kind of swaying as if there was a breeze.
On them. And if these devil monkeys spot you looking at the trees and they realize that you've spotted them, that's when you're in trouble. But if you just happen to be looking in the trees and you notice something odd, don't run, just walk away. So you know how they're constantly telling you on TikTok to
See, like that one's kind of believable to me. Like that one, I could be like, okay, that's scary. Like those could be kind of real. A very highly camouflaged American style monkey. Yeah. Yeah. That I'm here for. That I am here for. Let's go. I'm in for this one.
This picture is speculated
Nope.
to be the only
I'm there for that
picture
too.
of Chris the Crocodile in existence. Now, Chris the Crocodile is, well, a legend. In 1957, he was shot off the bank of the Norman River, which is in northern Australia.
He's not a legend. He is a nightmare. I have heard about him. There was also an alligator in crocodile, alligator, I'm not too sure, in Egypt that, oh man, they hired a hunter for, and the hunter couldn't even take it down. Like, man, that thing was a nightmare too.
And sadly, this actually isn't a photo of Chris. This is widely talked about as being the only photo around, but this photo was taken in 1914. But this is a model of what Chris supposedly,
No thank you,
size-wise was. And Chris was supposedly over 8 meters long, or
Nope.
28 feet.
Nope.
Supposedly pictures that were lost in a flood in 1974, but there's no evidence to show that Chris was ever that big. There's no verifiable measurements.
Oh no!
Sadly, just a legend, but just imagine a crocodile that was 28 feet long. This picture is speculated to be the only.
I don't want to imagine a crocodile that big. Like, that's the thing, is like things we know about are already scary enough, man. Like, oh god, water creatures are nightmare monsters.
Ogopogo.
So you know how they're constantly
Ogopogo is
Ogopogo!
a lake monster that is sighted in Lake Okanagan, British Columbia, Canada. The
See, it's like the ones I know about are so fun. Like, Ogopogo is so fun.
indigenous tribes believe that Ogopogo was a water spirit who required sacrifice for safe passage. It's described as a serpent-like creature with
I think this is like just the cousin to Nessie.
smooth dark skin and being up to 40 to 50 feet in length. Ogopogo is speculated as being a basilosaurus, water spouts, or a misidentification of floating logs. Ogopogo is a lake monster that is sighted in Lake
Isn't it kind of weird, though, the similarities with Nessie it has? Doesn't it ever kind of make you wonder how many stories we have about creatures that are very similar to dinosaurs? Like how we speculated dinosaurs looked? And like, globally, the stories existed before people could have like communicated across those distances. And they're very, very, very similar. That's what's weird to me. Those are the things that make me believe in things like that. Yo, dog, that's a cow. That's like, what are those called? A ram? Not a ram. There's like a type of mountain goat or something like that that looks just like that. I guess it's like somebody's animal that got loose. I don't think that's a demon. I'm pretty sure this is an animal that got loose. I mean, like that kind of looks like its back going down. Its rump would probably be back there. They have relatively short bodies. And if you think about it, like, in this picture, it's looking out towards that field. Its body's coming in. I don't... Yeah. It's not a humanoid. That's just an animal. I don't think it's a bull, but I do think it's like a male goat or something like that. Maybe not a goat. I don't know what the thing is. I don't know what the creature is, but I'm thinking of it, and it's like one of the mountain creatures.
In May 2021, Queensland-based Yowie researcher Dean Harris Harrison and his team are testing out infrared
Yowie.
at Springbrook National Park. They picked this spot because they believe they've seen traces of Yowie activity among the brush. And that night,
That's a fun name, Yowie.
this mysterious footage. The thermal imagery seems to show a
No, thank you.
solitary figure hiding behind or even hugging a large tree trunk.
He kind of looks like a monkey.
Doing what yowies do. They hug a tree, pretend they're a part of a tree if there's a human in the area, and they just blend. So you can see him just putting his head in.
Minutes later, the image changes. Now it looks like there's a couple.
Two giant creatures
No, thank you.
emerge from the foliage, and one is bending down to pick up something.
As it bends over, you can also make out what looks like one of the creature's heads. It looks cone-shaped. The figures are large with wide shoulders and ape-like proportions.
My issue with like thermal videos
The team went back to the spot in daylight and measured the tree
is that like
using the thermal footage as best they could to get a
you
sense
can never
of
really
the
tell what it
figures
is.
in the infrared video.
Whatever it is more than 8 feet tall. The possibility of them being human is highly unlikely. I came to the
I
conclusion
mean,
that
I don't think anybody thought that was a
the
human.
Are two real Yowie. I think it is one of the most significant films taken in at least 50 years, and I think that science should pay attention to what they see and start doing some true research so that these animals can be studied and protected.
I do think the science.
It may
The issue with science doing real research is there's not. Nobody's gonna fund those research projects, right? Oh god, I hate this sound. This sound that they put over these. Ah. Alright. Dog in a suit? Please? I mean, yeah, it does kind of look like a kid in a jacket and a suit. Somebody's saying that in the comments. Oh, yeah, right there when it's walking, that's definitely a kid. In that part where it walked, yeah, like stood up like that, that's a child.
A cryptid is, by definition, an animal that has been claimed to exist but never proven to exist.
Oh, I need to turn this up some.
A very popular example of a cryptid would be Bigfoot. Strange enough to be an anomaly from nature, and just enough evidence to make it more real than a fairy tale. Now, a very common misconception with cryptids is that they don't need to be
So, like, I think it's fun because you look at the giant squid up there and it's like, that's now just proven to be real.
supernatural. They can just be an animal. Like the Kraken, which is just a
Yep.
big squid. Kind of looks more like an octopus in this photo, in my opinion, but that's not the point. Now, the one problem that I have with modern day cryptids is that there's not that many where I live. I mean, the most common one in the Rocky Mountains is just Bigfoot. Well, we do have the rock slide bolter, which is just a big fish about the size of a mountain. But that only terrorizes a few towns in Colorado. And that's not where I live. I live in Montana. And we only got 3 registered ones up here. So here's the rundown of our 3. The orange markings that are all around the state are Bigfoot, of course. Up here in the blue, we have the Flathead Lake Monster, which has been spotted in Flathead County and Lake County, both on the Flathead Lake, very redundant, and in Garfield, Macomb, Dawson, and Madison County, here in the yellow, we have the Shunka Warakan. Warakan? Doesn't matter. The point is, we have our 3 cryptids. And they're all pretty tame, in my opinion. I mean, I think I met this Shunka fella once, and all that is just a dog that invokes a large feeling of fear.
I think it's fun to look at state cryptids. I think I'm probably going to do a video on my state's cryptids, because, like, we're next to Ohio. We got to have something fun, right? But, it really kind of shows the culture, I feel like, of each state. I think that, probably not just each state, but, like, every part of the world. I mean, it kind of shows what they symbolize what they do. I mean, I feel like parts of the world is going to be more industrialized. They're going to have more city-style cryptids, and rural parts are going to have rural cryptids. And, you know, it's just, I think it's when you really break it down, it's going to have an interesting glimpse into the people of an area. But also, there is some that intrigue me in the fascinating realism of them. And the ones that like span global experiences, like Bigfoot, where it's like, not only do we have experiences here in the US, but other parts of the globe have them, where there's like probably not very much communication between them, and they've predated the communication. Well, probably not predated the communication, but like, you know, I just feel like that part's the weird part to me, you know? I don't know. Anyhow, like videos, comments, subscribes. Thanks for being here, guys. Much love. I'm gonna cut off here. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, yeah, I am gonna make some shorts real quick about my state's cryptids. Maybe just one, maybe multiple if we do them. So check those out. Yeah, that's all. That's all. I'll come back for. Bye now.